If you're in a relationship with someone who has historically responded very reactive and explosively to even minute conversations or emotional conversations, who has been unable to regulate their emotions at all, if your partner has those behaviors and you've decided that you want to end the relationship, yet you're hesitating because of their reaction, that's understandable. Because part of you knows, maybe all of you knows, what to expect if and when they hear the truth. That maybe they will retaliate, maybe they will act out against you, maybe they will be emotionally explosive. There will never be a time that you will be able to have that conversation with them without it becoming explosive or without them retaliating, basically without them acting like the person they have always been. And so it's really important that we accept the reality that if this is the way they deal with emotions in distressing situations, that is likely going to be their response here. And I will remain trapped in that situation if I'm not able to accept and release control over what their emotions are going to be. In order to take my power back, regain power over my life, autonomy over my life, it means that I release responsibility for their feelings. I'm no longer trying to shrink myself or deny my needs in order for them to be emotionally regulated. If I need to repress my needs to the point that I barely exist in a relationship, that's a sign that it's not a good relationship for me. So if you were hoping that there would be a day that you would be able to say things just the right way, that you would be able to handle things in just the right way, that you would not get an explosive reaction, if you were hoping there was a way you could handle things in which they would respond like another civil person would, that's probably not going to happen, and that's not realistic. It also doesn't mean that the worst case scenario, the worst is going to happen either. But we need to be realistic that they are going to respond as who they are, who they have shown us that they are. And our job is to release control over that. Because I can't control another person's emotions. We can't even control our emotions, truthfully. I can only control my behavior, my choices. And how satisfying my life is based on the choices that I'm making and the people that I have in my life. So please don't fall into that trap of waiting for the right time, if the right time for you is when they will respond the way another more emotionally regulated person would. We need to be really clear and realistic about who they are, what our expectations of their response is. Those expectations should match who they have shown us they are, not who we want them to be or the way things are supposed to be. Also, if you are attempting to end a relationship with someone who is explosive and tends to retaliate against any efforts to regain power or balance within the relationship, then you can absolutely expect that they're going to come at you with everything they've got when that relationship ends, or when they hear that you are attempting to take your power back and end the relationship. Even if you just bring it up, they may really up the ante and leave and do something different just to call your bluff and regain that power dynamic again. So it is important to be strategic. I'm not suggesting that we aren't strategic, but that strategy should be around ensuring that you're checking your boxes, that you're getting things aligned in a way that you can be okay at the point that you notify them what's going on. And even at that point, the character of the person that we are separating or ending a relationship with will dictate the kind of response or reaction we get from them. That will dictate whether they are someone who is going to retaliate and how exactly they will retaliate. If historically they have retaliated and attempted to punish you anytime you've attempted to regain your power, and by regaining your power, I mean even just advocating for yourself or speaking your truth or expressing your emotions or seeking fairness in a situation, if that has resulted in retaliation, then it's very likely that you're going to experience retaliation here too. And dependent upon their character and their resources, when the relationship ends, they will very likely come at you with everything they've got. Whether that's through character assassination, whether that's through legal battles and dragging out court proceedings or custody battles, or dating and relationships, or through finances, whatever resources they have at their disposal, based on their character and their resources, that will determine exactly how they retaliate and what exactly they swing at you. And so it's important that we're prepared for that. Now, but I also want you to know is that you probably will lose balance. When they swing at you, it is intended to throw you off. It is intended to knock you off balance in a way that you will regret ever having tried to regain power in your life, ever taking a stand for yourself. And so it is going to throw you off balance. And it's okay to let it. I need you to accept and know that it's okay if it throws you off balance. It's going to. The same thing will happen here, but they're really going to come at you hard with some really big things. So you are going to lose balance for a minute. And that's okay. Let yourself lose balance. Accept that they are going to throw what they have at you. And we have to let them. We have to be prepared to let it play itself out. Do what you can to protect yourself. Use strategy, of course. I'm not saying just go into it blindly and allow it. Use strategy, but accept that you won't prevent them from throwing things at you. Your only strategy is going to be in the offensive position. And the last thing that you want to do is be reactive to those things. So we have to just allow it to happen. Whatever it is that they feel like they can, whatever strings they feel like they can pull, whatever power they feel like they have, we have to allow them to use it. As hard as it is, as challenging as it is, seek professional support in being able to navigate whatever those areas are that they're using as power over you in that situation to create an imbalance. Do what you can. Use the support of your family, friends, professionals to be able to regain balance, because you're going to need that support. And know that it will eventually pass. You will get back up, you will regain balance, and they won't be able to throw you off again. Not if you do the work to regain emotional regulation. Not if you create the right support network of professionals and individuals around you. And try to make smart, strategic decisions. Smart, strategic decisions are not going to be those that are emotionally reactive. If you make emotionally reactive decisions, you know what? Just accept it. Give yourself grace. Forgive yourself for it. Try to do it different next time. Especially in situations in which there's reactive abuse. We know what will happen if you react in a situation, right? That's going to be used as ammunition against you later as well. So it's very important that we really work to regain balance and we work to stay there. And eventually, there's nothing else they can throw at you anymore. They run out of cards to play. And unfortunately, as hard as it is, we have to stand strong and gather whatever support we have to allow those things to play out.